It's still alive, that was the final message, a distorted whisper sent at 3:17 a.m. from coordinates that didn't exist on any map. No one knew where it came from, no one wanted to believe it. But those who remembered the legend of Isla Perdida, just a silence so complete it was declared a natural disaster and erased from official memory. But in 2025, that silence broke, and not just any voice, it belonged to Dr. Lena Ward, the lead scientist of the original mission, presumed dead. Rhodes saw an opportunity, not to rescue her, but to claim whatever she had discovered. They knew the island was calling again. 5 years ago, Isla Perdida had swallowed a scientific expedition whole. No bodies, no wreckage, no signal. A private satellite owned by tech billionaire Caleb Rhodes intercepted a 37-second repeating transmission, a woman's voice pleading for help. He assembled a covert expedition. Commander Wyatt Cole, a former Black Ops leader with nothing left to lose, Ash Ward, Lena's younger brother, still haunted by the island and desperate for answers. But no bodies. Nadia noticed something else. The terrain was changing. Trails they'd marked would vanish. Ruins they'd passed would move. The island wasn't just alive. It was aware. Inside, they found her, pale, exhausted, changed. But alive, and with her was something else. A creature, humanoid, armored in bone and crystal, standing guard over her like a sentinel. He believed it was a power source, one that could reshape the world and make him untouchable. And he was willing to kill to get it. Nadia Reyes, a top-level cryptographer who believed the island itself was a code that triggered it, thinking it was just technology. But it wasn't, it was a seal. The island had been holding back something far older than human civilization, something buried for a reason. And Malik, a drone expert with military-grade AI surveillance gear, they approached the island under cover of a classified research mission. But as their ship crossed into the dead zone, all electronics failed. The sky turned black. The ocean stood still, and then nothing. Fog rose, and then silence again. They woke up stranded on a black sand beach, the ship gone, and the jungle watching them. There was no trace of Isla Perdida on satellite. It was as if it had never existed. It powers up, a screen flickers on, a map of the world appears. And slow new red lights begin blinking. Others crawled like insects the size of cars, and one was still beneath them, the first guardian, the entity sealed beneath the island since the dawn of time. Everything was wrong. Trees bent the wrong way. Rocks hummed with static. Even the air felt heavier, and the silence. Nadia and Cole fought through collapsing tunnels and shifting landscapes. Lena, who was connected to the core through direct neural contact, began having visions, memories not her own, of an ancient war between alien factions that once seeded life across planets. As the temple crumbled, Lena used the last of the system as energy to guide Ash and Cole to a hidden exit. She stayed behind, one last guardian between Earth and what lies below. Earth, it seemed, was never ours. Then he heard her voice, not in a dream, not in memory. Lena was alive, wasn't empty, it was waiting. As they moved deeper into the island, they found signs of the previous expedition, broken equipment, journals, blood. One night, Ash found something that shattered him, his sister's necklace, freshly hanging from a branch. They followed the clues into the island's interior, into a ruined underground structure that looked half alien, half ancient temple. Lena told them the truth. Years ago, her team discovered a buried alien core beneath the island. That's when Rhodes showed his hand. He never intended to rescue Lena. He wanted the core. He overrode their escape plan and began extracting the core. But as soon as it was removed, the island reacted. The Guardians awoke. They emerged from the forest, from the sea, from the ruins. Some walked like men. Chaos erupted. Malik was dragged into the trees by something no one could see. Rhodes, mad with power, activated a failsafe to teleport the core off the island. But the Guardian intervened. It was not a mindless monster. It chose. It dragged Rhodes into the earth, fusing him with the island, turning his greed into stone. The island began to collapse. waves swallowed its shores. Ash and Cole were rescued days later, drifting in the Pacific. But in the final scene, we see a recovered drone in a dark lab back on the mainland. The world never had just one mysterious island, it had 5. Mysterious Island 2025.